It's Tim Albright with AVNation with an AVNation special, The Road to ISE. Integrated Systems Europe comes your way the 1st of January through the 3rd of February. And with me to talk about their booth, their stand rather, is Mr. Taft Stricklin from Just Add Power. Welcome, sir.
Howdy, howdy. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year indeed. Happy New Year.
2023. So.
Well, but I am Taft has inspired me. I am not quite got my hair to his point yet, but it's getting there. So I'm just saying.
I just want to be in a Pantene commercial. So
you could do a Pantene commercial, yeah.
What's that?
Or a Fabio romance novel. So.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
I'm signing up for that.
I'm full of good ideas. Well, I'm full of ideas. I don't know if they're good or not. All right, you guys are in Hall 3. Hall 3, Q as in God Save the Queen 200. 3Q200. Taft, we actually just got to see you at CEDIA, not more than 2 or 3 months ago. But this time around in Barcelona, what will we find in the Just Add Power booth?
Oh boy! So our MaxColor 2 product.
Okay.
So it is additional pieces to our 4K 60 444 over a gig product. So visually, it's completely lossless, supporting Dolby Vision. Full HDR, full 4K 60, 444. What comes out of your source plays on your screen, and it's over a gig network. Well, what we've done is the MaxColor 2 product is based on that same architecture. You can mix and match them. MaxColor 2 adds the transmitter, has an HDMI loop out. And then we also have added USB-C to it. So you can do KVM with the USB-C connectivity now. We also can support webcams or USB cams across the network, which is pretty huge and pretty awesome. And then a little over a year ago, an integrator came up to me and said, I love your MaxColor product. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. I'm using the snot out of it in commercial projects. And every once in a while, there's a few really long runs, and I'd like to run them over fiber. And so we added an additional fiber port that's optional. So it's PoE over a gig network, or you can you can use the optional fiber port. So on this, we're just new hardware with a handful of additional features, and super excited about it. That product will be shown live at ISE, and it will be leaving our headquarters in Florida. The week that we return from ISE, headed out to our distributors and dealers. So got a ship date of right after ISE. And then my engineering staff threatened to kill me if I talked about a couple of the firmware updates coming. And so I really want to live, but I'm going to tell you there's going to be a couple of things that are going to happen in 2023 that will be amazing. That will be firmware updates that, like we always do, make them, backwards compatible with previous products. So I'm super stoked about new hardware and new software as well.
Yeah, I that's one thing about you guys' firmware updates is that you do take everything back. If they've got a product from 10 years ago, you can upgrade that firmware and keep it current. One thing that you mentioned there is USB-C, and Just Add Power is one of those companies, and we mentioned that you and I got to see each other at CEDIA. You guys were also at Infocom. Obviously, you were at ISE last year, and the reason I want to point that out is Just Add Power services both the residential and the commercial market, right, globally. Talk for a second about how much push you guys have seen for USB-C in both the commercial and the resi market.
Here's the tricky thing is USB-C really is a form factor of a connector. And then beyond that, there's additional things. So, whether it's speed or power or whatever it is, not all USB-C is the same as all USB-C. But I will say that in both commercial and residential, it's the favorite connector of integrators, because it does not have 3 sides.
Oh.
Regular USB, you try and plug it in once, doesn't work. So then you flip it over and you try and plug it in again, and it doesn't work. And then you flip it back over again, maybe. Yeah, and then it's the third side that always works. And with USB-C, it just plugs in. You know, it doesn't matter if it's upside down or right side up. It only has one side as versus 3. I actually had a USB cable that had 5 sides once.
I have seen that one.
I figured that one out. So, the push has been more of a convenience factor, and then for us it's real estate because it takes up less space, and it's sleeker and it's cooler. You know, it's newer.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Taft. If we will see you at we'll see Just Add Power Hall 3, Q as in Queen 200. If they are not going to ISE though, and they want to follow along with everything Just Add Power does, how do they do that?
Well, you can follow along at justaddpower.com, and then we're also on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, so all the socials, and you can follow us there and see all sorts of cool projects and new products and new features and, you know, schedules for trainings in Florida where it's warm. So, yeah. Yes, it is.
Unlike St. Louis where it's like 10. I don't know what it is. All right. Taft from Just Add Power, Hall 3, Q200, 3Q200. Easy for me to say. Thank you, sir. For us, for AVNation, go by our website, avnation.tv. That is avnation.tv, where you will be able to follow along as we also head to Barcelona for Integrated Systems Europe 2023, the 31st of January through the 3rd of February. All that and more at avnation.tv. It's avnation.tv.